The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of the Black Lincoln Collective, its guests, or decent human beings. You have been warned. The robot revolution will begin in 3, 2, 1.
Fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy night.
Alive! It's alive! It's alive!
Welcome to the Black Lincoln Collective podcast.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. We can stay up late, swapping manly stories, and in the morning, I'll make it pop.
With your host, Parker. Featuring the sultry sounds of Fred and also Allan on the board.
Let's go already!
And now, let's start the damn show.
Welcome, one and all, to the 93rd edition of the Black Lincoln Collective podcast. Fred, insert joke here. I didn't have time to come up with it this week. We're so glad you joined us, and we appreciate your support so very much. You can keep up with us at blcpodcast.com. Please drop us a like and a follow on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and our TikTok, which is now under Truth Social's control. Is that still a thing? I don't know. Truth Social? Yeah, the like crazy one. One of the crazy ones. We also have a Patreon, which is patreon.com/blcworld. Give me money. Money, please.
Give me money.
We are, of course, brought to you on the Pop Culture Pros Network. Check them out at popculturepros.com. Without further ado, here's the hostess with the mostest. It's Fred.
No, I'm not the host.
You're the hostess.
I'm the co-hostess.
Not hostess. No, yeah, we co-host, but you're the host, and I'm also the host.
I'm a co-host. Like,
and Allan's also.
I'm the co-host. No. And Allan.
Yeah, but okay, so.
Is on the board.
I'm on the board. Yeah, that's me.
Yeah. He's not a host or a co-host.
No, I'm not.
He's on the board. He's on TV.
He's on the B.
See,
no,
like if you go somewhere and they were like, "Hey, y'all, who's OTB? Who's on the board?"
Yeah, I'm like,
right.
well,
Allan.
No, don't worry about it. He's not any good. We're trying to find a new one every week.
Yes.
Interviews, open interviews. If you have a board,
so many boards.
You want to be part of the show? Any kind of board. I'll take a piece of wood. I don't give a shit.
Too many boards.
Like I got this here ply board. I'm like, you're hired. Sorry, Allan. Can you stream on it? But anyway, welcome to the show. I'm so glad you're here, guys. I have to tell you guys about Fred. There's a time in a man's life, and this may not be true for like
a country song.
No, well, it might be. It may end up being one. Okay, Fred.
There comes the time.
As a podcast host and not a multi-generational style athlete.
Right, yeah.
Or like master carpenter / builder / everything else.
I was gonna say
like most
katana
dudes.
wielder, but you look like you could wield a nice katana.
I would feel like a real nerd. I used to do LARP, like live action role playing. Dude, because it was like an excuse to sword fight and to hit people, and I was like, "This is badass." I was good.
Get you a fedora, a trench coat, and a katana.
I used to.
He had the padding. He had these padding things. Yeah.
I was a pimp at that. Anyway,
he
it
had the
doesn't matter.
Sword and everything. Yeah, he did.
Okay, so coming from that,
he duct taped it.
Yeah, you had to make them out of duct tape and foam and shit. We used to remember you were talking the other week. You were talking about dumpster diving. That's what we would dumpster dive to go get like the specific kind of foam to make the swords with in the middle of the night. Yeah, that was crazy, dude. It was fun though.
Yeah.
And like go out and beat the shit out of people. But anyway, so from those humble beginnings, Fred,
yes,
I've risen myself up to be not necessarily a master of anything, but what I'm getting at, because this is really going around the corner, and that head behind you is creeping me out. Not Snoop. Sorry, I just noticed it, and it's like that fucking Insidious. You remember Insidious?
Yeah.
Where all of a sudden it's just like it flashes, and like
I've never seen it.
Okay, well, there's like the one of the most crucial scenes is like when the mom or whatever, there's some girls walking, and it's all jump cuts back in there, and so it's like, oh, I'm walking, la la la, and then it like cuts to like the wall or something, or like a picture, and then it cuts back. And there's a fucking demon, like, Like if this was her, like okay, if my guitar, if this arm,
your guitar,
I'm sorry, I said guitar. My thing, if that was her like shoulder, the demon would be like. And so like it was weird and gross and like it scared people. It did scare me because I'm a man. I'm I'm 40. I'm not scared of a fake demon over the shoulder, but I am scared of a big cat. As a rule, I'm scared of big cats. So anyway, Fred,
yes,
my dryer of clothes, the thing that dries the clothes in the house,
your clothes,
ours really. But only it's the one thing in the house that like only one person's allowed to use. Anyway, everything else they're just like we took it and destroyed it. No kids touch the dirty clothes and clean them up.
Anyway, ain't touch that.
Anyway, but so the dryer broke and I was like, what should I do? Like, should I call somebody and get them out here? I was pretty sure I figured it out, pretty quickly. So ordered some parts and had to so I was like, fuck it, I'm going to do this. I was like, I don't care if it is. If I do break it worse, I can't. It's broken, right?
Right. Yeah.
Working is working, and broken is broken.
Right. Yeah.
So it doesn't matter if it's broken, like and we'll get to what happened, or if it fell off a fucking cliff.
Right.
It's still broken.
Yeah.
Right. That's my rule with things. So
okay, that's how you figure something out.
That's why I'm like, okay, I'm going to try
determine if it's broken. Yeah.
Right. Well, yeah, I'm going to try it. And be like, okay, if I can't fix it, obviously it was too broken already.
For anyone.
I probably didn't make it that much worse. Like, that's what I'm trying to get. That's my goal, really, is like, if I can't fix it, at least don't make it significantly worse.
Yeah.
So I bought like the belt. I was pretty sure the belt broke on the, like, that spins the barrel of the dryer, which is, so that's really all a dryer is, by the way.
Right, yeah.
Who the fucking thunk it? And so I was like, all right. You can buy the belt. It's fucking $1 million, of course. It was like $40, which is whatever.
Hey, that's not bad, though.
I'm like, $40 is still better than $240 or something.
Right.
Do this.
For a new dryer.
Watch the video. It's just taking screws out of stuff, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm like, I
can do that.
I can find a screwdriver somewhere. I can borrow one. I have plenty of screwdrivers.
Or a screwdriver.
I had to borrow one from my kids. I'm like, Jack, do you have a screwdriver? And he's like, no. And I'm like, just give me my fucking screwdriver, please.
Get Nate to like.
Yeah, Nate would do it.
Handyman set.
Oh yeah, and I'm like, here, let me get the plastic one. Yeah, that's what I feel.
Flathead too.
No, that's what
that plastic Fisher Price one.
My wife. No. Yeah. It's like here, honey, use this. It's like the plastic one.
Yeah.
Anyway, so get all the stuff, and I'm like, okay, here we go. We got the part, like, got it out of the dryer room and everything. Yeah. I was like, here we go, and this was like, it sucked already. I was like, this fucking already sucks.
Right.
And got it apart and everything. And come to find out, after all this, it wasn't the belt at all. Mm-hmm. It was a fucking spring. It's a good thing, sort of.
Right.
It was a spring that held tension on the belt. So it acts in the same way. So I was like, all right, $40, whatever. Like, I'm just, because, I'm like, I'm not going to return it.
Oh, yeah, you can't return it. Yeah.
Like, at this point, it's my fault.
Amazon, if you got it from Amazon.
No, it wasn't Amazon. It was like, it was like a specialty thing because it's like a specialty part,
Right, yeah.
So I was like, oh, well, I can't return it. And I was like, well, okay, let me check out the spring. Let me see how much the spring is, if they have it around here somewhere or not, whatever. And it's like a special kind of spring or a fucking magical spring, I guess. I don't like it. Because would you like to guess how much a spring that's literally this big and like this big around cost, Fred, for this fucking... You are not that far off.
Right.
I said it was 50.
It was $50, 48 something plus shipping.
Yeah.
It was a fucking spring.
Mm-hmm.
So
without the spring, no dryer.
Well, I was like,
an ounce of steel.
But see, this is where my razor sharp wit comes in, Fred. Because I was like, I wonder if they sell springs at the hardware store. And after hours of thinking and pondering that question, I finally came to the decision it was worth trying.
Some springs.
I did. No, I did. I absolutely did. I went to Home Depot, $5. Got the spring. It wasn't exactly the same spring, but I mean, it's a fucking spring.
Did it work?
Spring, man. Well,
spring.
Funny story about that. It actually didn't work. But the reason it didn't work is because it wasn't right.
Another $5.
No, I bought 3 of them, so I was out 15. Because I was like, well, I might need, maybe I'm getting the wrong size, so I got 3 different sizes because I couldn't find the old spring. So I didn't know. I just saw a picture of it, I didn't know the exact size or anything. So I come back, try to get it in there. Can't get the springs to work. Like it won't hold the right tension or whatever. And it was just because they were really small. They didn't have any big ones, and I didn't know it was a big one. So finally, I got pissed off a little bit and pulled, I guess the barrel of it out because I was like, this is ridiculous. And it was falling out the whole time anyway. So, but I was like, I'm mad at this thing. And so I pulled it out and, okay. And I was just picking Allan to make some practical wow noise or something.
Pulled it out.
Pulled it out. Found the old spring. And then, so we so I looked back in the back, found the old spring, and it was way bigger than any of the ones I bought. I see why it was not. I still don't think it was worth $50. Right. I can see it being $20. Because again, like you said, it's just like a little piece of metal that's wound up. Mm-hmm. Not that great. Yeah. So it had snapped. So I was like, all right, $50 or
go back to Home Depot.
No.
Take another
I was like, I bend this fucking spring back and even though part of it's broken, I can bend it back to the shape because it had a cup, a thing to hook in on each side. So one of the hooks had broken. I was like, I got pliers, man. I could
put extra tension on that shit.
I was like, I'll put this hook back on there. And so but in the process of doing it, my wife ended up coming up and helping me, which was, I appreciated because she has smaller hands than me. And it was you had to reach around the back. Nothing. To do it. Okay. So Allan's not on his cues at all today. Yeah. But anyway.
Reach around.
Yeah. I said reach around. I said whip it out.
I'm listening.
Okay. He's biding his time. Yeah. He doesn't want to finish yet.
No.
So she comes up. Yeah. Right. She's saving it for a big finale.
Yes.
So, okay, gross. So she ended up one of the springs ended up cutting her finger because it was so thin. It pulled and it just went and cut through her finger. Got me a little bit, but in the end, we put it back together. Fucking thing worked. And even my kids were like, "Dad, did you guys fix the dryer?" And I was like, "We did fix the dryer." And they're like, "Whatever, fuck you," and walk away. But for a second, I thought they were going to be like, "I'm proud of you, Dad."
Yeah. I did
kids
that
don't ever
washing machine, man. But washing machine, it was running, but I couldn't get any water flow. No, the water wouldn't go out of it.
Oh yeah, it won't drain.
It wouldn't go out of it. And I was like, what the fuck, man? And I did the same thing, took the fucking back off, and come to find it was a sock. One of the kids' sock that got stuck in the damn, I was like, well, but I had to drain it.
Yeah,
that's what she said.
Yeah, thank you, Allan. Thank you, Allan. Finally.
I had to drain it, man.
I like that he wouldn't use it on me. He waited for you.
Yeah, he waited for me. Yeah.
We know the one he likes the most, Fred.
Wow.
Yeah, well, dude, that's the thing is you got to take that chance though to fix that
man,
stuff.
you got to try to fix it.
It's too expensive otherwise.
Most shit nowadays though, it's
made to break.
Easier to buy a new one.
It's made to break.
Like a TV.
Yeah.
No. Might as well buy another one, man.
Buy another one.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. Well, it's really not. Might as well buy another one, but the amount of work that it potentially would take to do it,
and it probably would cost you.
No, but a washer dryer is expensive, man. A dryer is $500.
Yeah, dude.
Oh yeah.
That shit was expensive, and that's why I was like, nope, not today. I'm not paying. I'm not buying a new one. But I'm waiting on it. I can't tell you, it's the pride of, like I said, of doing it. Where every time, I'm sure you did the same thing with the washer. Every time we do clothes, I walk by and I'm like,
every time he hears that,
this guy,
turn it, clean clothes. You got
on. I call Penny over. I'm like, Penny, come here. And I'm like, so what? I'm like, see that dryer? She's like, yeah. I'm like, see how it's spinning? She's like, yeah. I'm like, I did that. You're welcome. I'm like, what can I say except you're welcome?
Yeah.
And they're like, whatever, Dad. But I'm like, yeah, we did it. I'm a hero. I'm a hero to my kids. Speaking of kids, man, how in the hell did Robert De Niro make a child at 79 years old.
Bruh.
Well, easy.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
She
here we
laid
go.
down.
You don't know that.
Huh?
You don't know that.
I don't know. It could have been doggy
I do know that because Bob De Niro has a bad back.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
He's like, oh, my back. My back. Oh.
He's like, I'm 79. Who's his wife?
You're out of order.
Who's his wife?
I don't know who his wife.
No, that's the
She's
wrong
black,
guy.
ain't she?
He is.
No, his first wife
She's
was.
black, right?
His wife used to be.
His first wife was
His first wife.
Abbott.
Yeah,
She looked black.
I don't know if his second. I don't know.
And now he's married to Grace Hightower.
Grace Jones.
Well,
Grace Hightower.
wait, was married to Grace Hightower.
Hightower.
Yeah,
She's an actress.
Hightower.
she black too. Grace Hightower.
Yeah.
It's gotta be
Yeah,
black.
come on. You knew that.
Yeah, come on, man.
And then, so I don't know, man, but I guess, that's Robert De Niro.
Yeah.
I don't
That shit
know.
on me now.
I mean, come on. He's what 79? You said.
79 is his seventh kid, man.
You know, by the time his kid turns 5, man, he's gonna be dead.
Yeah.
You're talking to me.
He'll be, yeah.
You're talking to me.
Okay, how many ex-wives does he have? So,
A couple, I think.
okay, that's one. So did he have a new child with his ex-wife?
With his ex-wife while he's
No, I
married.
thought it
I don't
was.
fucking know.
No,
Okay,
I
so
think this
throughout
is
his
a new
career, Robert's been married. He's been married twice.
Okay.
His first wife was Diane Abbott, spelled Dihnne. So that's how you know.
Abbott.
From 1976 to 1988. I bet that was some controversial shit in 1976. No, a little bit.
Not as much
on.
as 1954.
Not as much as today. The pair shared a son, Raphael, and a daughter, Drina.
All right.
Yeah. That's just
Raphael De Niro.
Yeah, Raphael De Niro.
That's a cool name, man.
Yeah, that is. Then he was wed to Grace Hightower until 1997, until announcing their separation in 2018. They also have 2 kids, Elliot and Helen. Robert also has 2 sons, Julian and Aaron, from his ex-girlfriend, Tukey Smith, which...
Oh, Tukey.
I got that Tukey.
And then, but he also announced on May 9th that he gave birth to his second child. But didn't say who the mom was.
That butthole baby.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, man.
He ate all the minerals, and there it came out.
Baby himself.
Robert De Niro has a type.
He's like, you're talking to me? Oh, yeah, baby.
Oh, yeah. Look at old Robert.
Well, I mean, he did Bronx Tale, and that was the big part of Bronx Tale.
Man, that was such a good movie.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm
Collateral.
God damn, that fucking cat.
What?
I keep looking up at the cat and seeing the cat.
That's what Robert De Niro said.
Allan, you crazy. Dude, I just can't. Okay, for one thing, I can't imagine having 7 kids. I read something about a lady who had 12 kids yesterday. And I was like, how do you even have, how can you?
Yeah.
How?
What is your life? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, your life is fucking longer. You be fixing dryers left and right.
See, the grandma on my dad's side had 9.
Man, that's crazy, man. I guess there wasn't much else to do back in the day.
My great grandma had 9.
Yeah.
And you were like, we need to get people working.
Well, Philip Rivers has, 7?
7. Philip Rivers has the means to have 7 kids, though.
Right, yeah.
That dude's got 100.
Yeah, he's got the means to get rubbers, too.
Wow. Hey. If I was rich, I'd be like, hey, let's spread it out, baby.
No.
Yeah, I can afford it. Let's have some fun. Finally afford it. Then one kid comes out and can't afford it anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I said, they must have just not had anything to do back then.
Well, I'm telling you, I know, my grandma, they lived on a farm, so,
Right.
he was right. Everybody was working.
Yeah, it was we need the help.
Yeah, when you got 5 years old, you was out there milking cows or doing something, But nowadays,
building mines in Minecraft.
I don't know.
Fucking off.
You trying to start a cult or
Well, in your case, Freddie, I mean, you're Robert De Niro type.
Oh man, I got 3 and
yeah, dude. What?
2 of them came at the same time. So
that's what she said.
Where's Allan with the sound effect? Did he give up on that? See, that's what I'm saying. We just need someone with a board, like a piece of wood.
Shots.
I'm saying, dude, come on, this is great. You know how much better this show would be if we had decent sound effects? Not that much better, but still.
There you go.
Yeah,
well, I can't do rim shots on my own jokes. That's...
Yes, you can. It's even better.
I'm gonna shot the shit out of myself.
That's why I had to get rid of it.
That's what she said.
That's why you guys made me get rid of it, because you knew I used to do that all the time.
I thought I was doing too many, so I slowed it down.
No, we like more. We're always gonna like more, Alan. Now the people.
More is more.
Okay, tweet the show. Thank you. See, it makes everything a joke.
That's even a joke there.
I know it, but it's so funny. Tweet the show. Damn it. All right, that's okay. Maybe you're right. Maybe you were right. But tweet the show and tell us if you like more sound effects or less sound effects.
That's right.
The only person that's gonna tweet us is us, and we're all gonna be like more.
Yeah, we gotta be like add more.
Tweet the show at BLC Podcast. Whatever, BLC World. And of course, patronize our Patreon, but not patronize. Why does patronize mean like do like buy stuff from somebody, but also like speak down to someone? But it's the same thing.
Is it patronize or patronize?
Well, you could say
I heard of patronize.
Yeah, you know what patronizing is, right, Alan?
Me?
Well, you patronize is.
Yeah, I know. Don't patronize me. I know what patronize is.
Right.
Yeah, I know what it is.
Yeah, there you go. You're a smart guy.
I'm smart.
You figured it out. Oh, we're so proud of you.
Yeah, I know stuff.
No, it's just one of those things. Cause I'm like, yeah, patronize my business, and they're like, your business sucks. I'm like, oh, you were right. You were right. You technically did what I asked. How can I be mad at that?
My business. Your business sucks. That's good.
Isn't that like what patronize? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
It's so patronizing.
Your business is the best. Gas fingers.
Yeah.
We have the best podcast, friend. We're better than Bert Kirshner or whatever.
We are.
God damn it.
Bert Kirshner.
I feel like we can't be taken serious. For like 2 weeks. Okay, so I'm going to do it now because I've been wanting to do this for 2 weeks and I haven't done it. Mm-hmm. Fellas and ladies out there, mostly fellas, we know who's listening. But if you happen to be a lady and you're listening, great. Thank you. Feel free to patronize us. Hey.
How you doing?
Oh, a lady.
Oh,
it's a lady.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
But hey, listen, it can be hard. And this is not a joke, for real. So don't put the fucking thing on there. Damn it, you're right. Oh, God damn it. It wasn't supposed to be funny. It can be hard to come to grips with your feelings and to know when you need to ask for help.
I didn't say it. It wasn't me.
This is the worst kind of comedy. The kind where I'm trying to say, hey, take care of yourself. If you need help, find help. Not physically take care of yourself. Damn it. We're taking a break. We're taking a goddamn break. We'll be back.
The Black Lincoln Collective podcast will return after a word from our sponsors.
Why are you always making me climb in the smallest of places?
Well, Jared, this is the best way to get to the podcast that we need to steal this week.
It's always
like we do every week on Mondays.
Mondays, every Monday.
Yeah, religiously.
Sometimes I wish we could just walk through the door, but yeah. Every Monday on where do they find it?
Jeremy, on Spotify, Apple, anywhere that you can find podcasts. That's where we are.
I get so hot in these vents. I think they have the heater on.
Oh, Jeremy, don't move. Oh, wait. Michael and Jeremy steal your podcast every Monday, wherever you get your podcasts and stuff.
We're going to take your podcast and we're going to do it
better,
faster,
stronger,
hornier.
Yes.
In an hour.
Or more. Sometimes.
shit. I put that shit off, man. Fucking regret it.
And yet, here we are, back on the Black Lincoln Collective podcast, episode number 93. Red, put it off. Yeah. But we're back. This is 6 hours. This is 6 hours later from when we went to break.
Fucking hot.
Hi, Mike, baby. I told you when we were coming back, and you wanted to talk, and so we're fucking rolling.
I didn't even fucking know.
It's okay. I may not have said it. Ha ha ha. Welcome to the show.
You know what, Matt?
Fuck you, Fred. But
since I did that, it's time for me to go sit in the conspiracy corner.
Bum bum. Oh, what are you at? Damn.
I don't know.
Well, actually, let's use this one. Conspiracy corner.
I'm walking on sunshine. That's not conspiracy fact.
It's the porno music.
Oh, okay.
I can't hear it, Allan.
Okay, here we go.
It's crab rain. It was Fred's freaking fact.
That's conspiracy
corner. It might be.
Yeah. Just like the G-spot. Is it real or not?
No, it's a conspiracy.
I heard
it's a conspiracy that women enjoy sex.
That you two guys don't believe that it could be possible.
Okay.
I'm not saying that it is, but it could be possible that we are living in a simulation.
Okay. I don't
simulate life.
I don't understand. If we're living in a simulation, this is the crappiest one.
Oh, dude, no. No, because there's always levels to the shit. You know what I'm saying? We just...
Well, what do you, like...
We're stuck in that...
We're not living.
Okay, explain to me. Okay, so you're implying that you do believe that we could potentially be stuck in a simulation.
Possibly.
Okay, why? This is Fred's Conspiracy Corner, by the way.
Sims.
The Sims?
The show The Sims?
Oh, please.
Yeah, I don't have a fucking... the game. I don't have a diamond over my head.
No, this is not a simulation.
So, wait, that means it's a simulation inside a simulation.
No.
Simulation-spiracy.
I mean, if anything, this is a reality show.
Neil deGrasse Tyson had said, we are either living in a simulation or we are about to create
Well, that would make sense.
A simulation. You think so? You think that would make sense?
A simulation.
Yeah, create one would be like it then when we get the VR and crap. We ain't no simulation. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know, man. Like, it's
okay. So you think
they have different ones too. Like, they have like
different theories.
Sim City. You know what I'm saying? Where you like start off.
Yeah, but if you were in a simulation, wouldn't you like be like, hey, like I'm in at some point, like you would time out or you would crash, and you would be like, hey, what the fuck?
I guess that's when you sleep.
You go to sleep. When you go to sleep, that's your downtime.
And that's the irony is people who don't sleep are the ones who believe this.
So, I mean, for all we know, we're in a dream. You know, you could be dreaming this is happening, and
this could be a turtle's nightmare.
No, bullshit. I mean, this is real life, buddy. It ain't no simulation.
You wish.
I'm just saying it's possible.
So okay,
it's possible we're not in a simulation.
My question is why? So, if we were in a simulation.
Yeah.
What would be the benefit or whatever? You know what I mean? Like why? But why?
Why? Just to see if they could do it.
Who is they?
Yeah, right.
Whoever created the simulation.
This is a goddamn enigma.
Like EA.
It's an enigma. It is.
So it could have been EA Sports then, because EA does the Sims.
There are a lot of loot boxes in this game.
Yeah.
So it probably is EA.
If this is a simulation, it's a sucky one.
That's what I'm saying, dude. This is a simulation. Whoever did fucking character creation sucks.
Yes.
You're fired.
Yeah.
Well, I understand.
I wish it would be an alien.
I understand what you're saying. You know that it possibly can become a simulation.
Yeah, but anything could possibly be anything.
Yeah, I mean, but
like a tomato could be a radish.
Well, we don't know what a tomato is.
Ooh, a tomato could be a radish somehow.
How does the simulation know that Fruit Loops taste like Fruit Loops?
Right.
Well, everything tastes like chicken. It's like the Matrix. Matrix, everything tastes like chicken.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, when the Matrix hit, that shit kind of like... I'm saying with advancement in technology,
It made you
we could be on the verge of doing that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, on the verge, but that's not
being in a simulation.
Right. I mean, and I think you're starting to see now, and honestly, like people are doing their, the newer generations, thankfully, are like pushing back on the technology thing, which I think is good because we got too much too fast.
Way too fast.
Like, way too fast. From like we were kids to now, a whole completely different world.
So if we're in a simulation, right now the CPU is overheating because I've never seen so many fucking dumb people.
They're probably just doing it's like free trial year.
Yeah, it's free
the other them can get a free trial of the simulation, so they just come around and do dumb shit.
That's just like San Andreas or Grand Theft Auto, when the motherfuckers, the CPUs or the computer players just go around doing dumb shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying, dude. Yeah, it's free trial weekend.
Somebody's role playing us. So I'm being role played right now by somebody.
Yeah, I'm being. Oh my god,
that person is bored, man. Whoever's role playing me is bored.
My damn guy, he makes me do stupid shit all the time.
You're right.
He makes me do dumb shit.
My guy's like, I want to eat a virtual sandwich every fucking hour.
Yeah.
Hooray. Like, you know what? I always was interested
like one of those,
making pickles.
Umaguchis, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What was
there is a possibility. I mean, who else believes in that? I think Elon Musk said that too.
Yeah, but is it really, like, do you consider him, like, Neil deGrasse Tyson is at least, like, considered generally to be a pretty smart guy.
Yeah.
Like a pretty smart guy, maybe. Right. And I mean, but that smartness is probably kind of a detriment at times where it's like, because I'm smart enough to know that could happen.
Yeah.
But then you say, like, I'm smart enough to know that could happen, basically, and people are like, he thinks it's real. And then you're like, well, he's obviously an idiot.
Well, I don't think Neil deGrasse Tyson ever said he thought it was real. He said there's a possibility that.
Yeah, he just says it's a possibility.
That's what I'm saying. But then people
there's a possibility.
They take it the wrong. They take it out of context.
The news, you read the headlines. That's the thing is, like, you just read the headline. Nobody reads the fucking story anymore.
Yeah.
Just read the headline, make an opinion about it, and go out. Right. Like I said, a tomato could be a radish. You don't know.
There's a possibility that we're in multiple universes, and there's
multiverse theory.
There's a Bizarro Parker out there, just fixing dryers.
I know there's
he couldn't fix his dryer. He couldn't fix his dryer. It ruined his marriage. And his kids are ashamed of him.
The other Parker knew a guy who had a bunch of those springs.
Yeah. The other Parker worked in a spring company,
Just gonna take one of these.
I took one, and I got fired the next day. You stole the spring. And I'm like, it cost 7 cents, and they're like, $50, you're fired.
That's 7 cents out of the company's pocket.
Hope you dry yourself to hell. So, I hope that if this is a simulation, that there's like a better end game than it seems like there has been lately.
Right.
The end game is like, you just randomly get shot. All right, game over.
Like, speaking of like stupid people, man, I saw a video. I don't know what these people are doing. There's a guy going around with a gas can, and people getting in their car, and he starts pouring it on the car.
Is it like a prank?
I'm like, it's a prank, dude.
That's not a prank.
It's a prank.
That's not a prank. That's a criminal act, man.
An old man pulled out. He almost shot that dude, man.
Dude, that happened the other day. A guy who was doing a prank got killed. Because he was doing a prank, and he rolled up on somebody, and
that ain't a prank, man.
No, a prank is pulling a chair off of somebody and let them fall on their ass.
That's a prank. Man.
A prank is interrupting someone's PSA for men's health by dick and fart jokes.
Yes.
One guy took off running, and he's chasing him with the gas can.
That's ridiculous, man.
That's insane, man.
Well, and what's crazy is people that's not that. For him to do it as a prank is crazy, but the thought of that happening is not that crazy to me.
Right? Yeah.
And that's what's crazy to me is that it's
we got so
shit. Yeah.
I mean,
there people are like, oh, okay.
This day and age, man,
You don't know. You can't trust anybody, man.
You can't.
The only people you can trust are your friends at the Black Lincoln Collective Podcast. So donate to our Patreon at patreon.com/BLC World. We will not pour gasoline on you as a prank.
We won't pour water on you and
that's
tell
the
you
Black Lincoln Collective Podcast guarantee. I saw somebody yesterday doing a, like I said, a prank or whatever, and they ran up to people sitting outside of like a diner and sprayed mustard and ketchup on them.
Come on,
and then ran off. And I was like, that's just being a dick.
Yeah, that's just dick move.
Like, that's just being a dick, man.
Yeah.
But people are okay with that. Like, nowadays, like, kids, all these fucking kids, I hate to be like old man yelling at clouds, but like, these kids I've been seeing like in school, like, especially like, I guess in Tennessee and shit like that, these kids who are like stepping to their teachers and just because they know the teachers can't do anything.
Right. Yeah.
You know, they can't lay a hand on them or they'll fucking go to jail. So they're like not afraid to like talk shit to them and like to assault them. It's crazy.
Right. I saw one the other day. Student put his hands on teacher.
Yeah, dude, like, shit.
Dude, I accidentally put my hands on the teacher one time and like I thought I was going to jail.
Was she hot?
Yeah.
She was like that.
Gotta shoot your shot, Allan. Gotta shoot your shot.
The kids don't know how good they got it these days.
I know. That's the thing. You could slap a teacher, go to jail, and nowadays the cop that arrest you could even be hot. You don't know.
Yeah, no.
You don't know. You don't know how it is. The kids don't never understand.
You don't know how.
But no, man, it just boggles my mind that like people are and like that's why I don't believe that we're in a simulation, because I'm like, but then at the same time, like you said,
it's crashing.
At the same time, Allan says that, and now he's right, because like when I would get into video games, like I said, back when we were younger, we would go in and do the stupidest shit possible,
right,
for fun.
Yeah,
and now I'm like, shit, maybe
fucking art is imitating life. You know what I'm saying?
Man. I just think, like you said, it's just people are fucking so desensitized to stuff like that.
Yeah.
And like and in America specifically, we promote a lot of stuff like that, like violence and stuff like that. And I think so people are more apt to it because they think it's okay. It's like scary. Don't hurt people.
All you kids out there listening, come on.
Kids, children.
Come on.
Young children that have stumbled onto this podcast.
Just be better.
In between your TikToks. If you found us on our TikTok channel and you're 13 years old, don't hurt people.
Don't hurt people.
Don't be like that kid that shot the freaking guy at Sonic for telling his buddy not to pee in the parking lot. That's crazy.
It's insane.
Now everybody's going to pee in parking lots all over the country.
I pee in parking lots all the time.
I know, and you would probably shoot somebody.
Yeah, go behind the dumpster and pee.
That's not like peeing
over there.
There's a dumpster for a reason. Just go.
Ever since like
those places are closed in, so just walk there and pee.
Ever since we had that discussion about porta potties, now like every time I drive by a work zone or something, I like keep an eye out. I'm like, oh, that one looks good. That one looks fresh.
Yes.
Fresh porta potty. I think Fred froze. So we're going to talk shit about Fred for a few minutes since he's
there we go. If you're watching the video, that's Fred's Zoolander.
Fred and Snoop have the same look on their face.
Yeah.
He's back. He's not back.
Yeah. Let me tell you something about Freddie.
Radio listeners. All right, we'll take a quick break and we'll be right back with some more of the Black Lincoln Collective podcast.
Stop, man. Hey, that's false advertising, that, man. There ain't no.
Welcome back to the Black Lincoln. Welcome back to 2/3 of the Black Lincoln Collective podcast. Fred is unfortunately experiencing technical difficulties with his butt and is not able to join us any further this evening due to his butt. So, yes, I was trying to like leave a little bit out there for the people to figure. You know, Alan, it's like in a movie. It's like, remember, what's the dude's name? I can't. Oh my god!
Yeah, that guy.
Froze. You know who I'm talking about? Albert Einstein. No, not Albert Einstein. The guy who did all the mysteries. What was his name?
Alfred Hitchcock.
Alfred Hitchcock. Yes, I knew it was Albert something. Alfred Hitchcock. He would like show the knife, but then he would never show the person getting stabbed, he would leave that to the viewer's imagination.
Yeah.
So I was trying to leave Freddy's bowel movement noises to the viewer's imagination. Because we're artsy like that, you know?
Yeah, artsy fartsy.
Fartsy fartsy. Fartsy fartsy. That's what we're fartsy fartsy.
Fartsy fartsy.
So, dude, okay, well, we're going to get out of here in a second, but I have to talk to you about this, and maybe we'll talk to Fred about it the other day, or another day. But did you see the folks that got caught smuggling 650 pounds of Fruit Loops into Israel?
Yes. Was it Israel or was it?
Yeah, it was on TikTok. It was a viral trend that was going on. And apparently they just couldn't find.
I thought it was New Zealand, but yeah.
That says an American couple was each doing 375 pounds because prices skyrocketed once the snack became part of a viral TikTok trend.
Oh my God.
And I don't know if let's see if they got in trouble or not. Let's see. Oh, it was it was over 2 days people were doing it. But what happened? Did they get in trouble?
We brought some Fruit Loops. Do you got any drugs or anything?
Just fruit roll-ups.
Just fruit roll-ups.
Okay, so fruit roll-ups are selling individual fruit roll-ups for almost $6 each in Israel, whereas a 20-pack costs $6 in the U.S. So, I mean, I guess it's pretty good money if you know.
You remember when I used to drive to New York and I would smuggle cigarettes for steak sandwiches?
I do remember that, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I get steak sandwiches for cigarettes.
Yeah.
It was awesome. The steak sandwiches, man.
Even the cigarettes or the steak sandwiches were great. Even the craze has become so crazy that the Health Ministry of Israel released a statement in light of the Fruit Loops or Fruit Roll-Ups hype. I don't know why I want to call them Fruit Loops. Glucose, corn sugar, and dry corn syrup are all sugar. A lot of different types of sugar, as the statement said. Sugar consumption has been found to be associated with weight gain, a variety of other shit, and fatty liver disease.
So they don't want no fat Israelis. We don't want to be like Americans.
Quit that shit. I don't understand. I would love to know what the TikTok trend was. Let me look.
Oh, come on, it's a TikTok trend.
I know. It's the stupidest thing. Okay.
Actually, that's probably what Freddie was doing. He was doing the fruit roll-up.
He's probably doing the fruit roll-up challenge. Let's see what okay, this lady says, I buy fruit roll-ups. This is dumb.
Yeah, fruit roll-ups. I do fruit roll-ups, and then I use them.
She's like, oh, I love them. It's a minute and a half of her talking about fucking fruit roll-ups.
Nah, fuck that shit.
No, I got to see what happens. I hope she
You got to see what happens.
sticks up her butt or something.
Look at the people. Oh, well, okay. Well, that's the case.
We'll share it. Oh, okay, she holds it. Okay, listen, this is fucking riveting radio. She holds it. Oh, she's going to put ice cream inside of it. Oh, this is weird. That's kind of gross, I think. I don't think I would
eventually, now they're going to come up with fruit roll-ups ice cream.
Mango ice cream. And then you can put it in there, she says.
That's what she said.
Right, gross. All right, well, you know what? On that lovely note, fuck TikTok also. And fuck the Spurs. All right, we're going to get out of here. Hey, you heard it here first. You heard him here first from Big Dick.
Oh, yeah, that's right, Big Dick. Yeah. He's an OG.
He is literally an OG.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So we're going to get out of here. We'll see you next week with a brand new episode of the show.
It's the Black Lincoln Collective Podcast.
There it is. Good night, everybody.
I'll see you later.
We are laughing. And we are very good friends. Good buddies, sharing a special moment.
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.
Just hang loose, blood. She's gonna catch up on the rebound on the med side.
Get to the chopper!
Oh, what a day. What a day.
Well, that's all, folks.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Goddamn hit. Don't worry, nobody's listening anyway.
As you know, I'm a man of special needs.
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.